Welcome back, my angels. It is Tigra. We're at Sacred Sagittarius, Angels Answers All. This is your general weekly overall energies for the second to last week of June. I'm so sorry I haven't been on here, but I return the energy that I give. If you want me to be consistent with the videos, then you have to be consistent with the likes and the watching of the material. My time is precious to me, just as yours. But know that I love you and I miss you when I'm not on here. So let's get started, continuing on with the general energies. Trying your best is all that you can do in most matters. The rest will fall into place. Trying your best is all that matters. And in any situation that you find yourself in this week, Sagittarius, try not to stress, because Lord knows, boy, can we all find enough reasons to stress. Just do your best, because at the end of the day, that's all is expected of any of us. Your speed doesn't matter. Forward is forward. People will pressure you to do certain things, to meet certain deadlines, and I get it. But you go at the speed that you can go at, not too less and not too more. Because we all work differently, we all operate differently, we all come, energetically in different ways, sizes, shapes. And sometimes it's not about the speed. It's not about how fast you win the race. It's the fact that you crossed the finish line, that you even attempted to do the race. We give up doing so many things in life without giving ourselves a pat on the back that we even took the effort. Okay? I'd rather and have more respect for the person that finished the finish line last than the person that finished it first. Because the person that finished it last, they were really, truly dedicated. They weren't looking for a prize. Their main goal was just to run the race, walk the race, do the race, and just qualify and finish it. They're not looking for the big prize. So sometimes we have to just be able to do what we can do and be happy with what we accomplish. The fact that we set out to do something and we did it. So what if we didn't do it at a rapid pace of time? But be proud of yourself that you did it, because sometimes health, wealth, right? There's so many reasons that we can get downtrodden, or we lose our steam, or we can be delayed in situations that are out of our control. So stop trying to keep up with the Joneses. Live your life and do things according to a speed and comfort level that is good for you. With the card, it's going to be okay. It is going to be okay. And I like that. Our trusty dogs, right? Our friends. The unconditional love that many of us need right now. If you have a pet, especially a dog, give it a hug. Let it hug you, let it love you, and let it remind you, yes, it is going to be okay. Whatever personal situation you're going through, or global feeling you might be going through, it's going to be okay. We end with this deck. There's no rule that says that you have to have everything figured out right now. Every step forward is progress. Again, it's not the fact that you win the race, it's the fact that you started it and you went through it and you finished. And you guess what? Even if you don't win, that's not what the big important message is in this. And there are no rules that say that you have to figure it out now or later. Do it according to what works for you in your situation, which is going to be different from anyone else's. So I hope you take heed to those messages, to just kind of make many of you feel better and kind of give yourself the reassurance that you need to keep doing what you're doing, even if you feel that you're not doing it, to the speed of everyone else's, desire. Let's check the energy of the Lenormand for this week. So there's definitely the energy of the man. Oh, we get the 2 man cards. So there's definitely some youthful energy and some elderly energy this week. Could be your ancestor, could be your husband and your son, your brother and your son, your brother and your nephew. We get the book, and then we get the letter. I have the ring crossing the younger man, the garden crossing the older, the tower crossing the book, and the dog. Here we get the dog energy again, crossing the letter. So I feel energetically with the 2 man energies in the book in the letter, there's going to be some correspondence. There's some men in your life or men that you know who are going to be writing you, and also writing someone else in your life. That could be a male. There could be information they could be passing on to you, or information that they need to give you, like if they need to copy you on legal documents, or they're sending you a copy of a file. They might be including you like in their insurance policy. They might be reaching out, for you to get information. They could be writing a book. I feel like there's family members that could be writing a book, and they want like the chronological and the genealogy of the family. So someone in your family could be a historian, or they're checking on the family background, like doing the DNA and all that whole thing. It might be writing a little storyline about the family, or could even be something, for school that they're doing a project on. In addition to that, there is a young person in your life that is going to be proposing to someone. If you're dealing with someone who's, I say, would be like in their, let's say, mid 20s to 30s, this could be you if you're in that age range. If not, this could be your son and nephew looking to put the ring on a finger or propose to their girlfriend. They could be contacting you. This could be the contact for you to help them pick out the ring, or they just want to bring you into the fold that they're going to be proposing. The older person, which could be the dad or your grandpa in your life, might be helping you this weekend with some garden work, or you might be going to visit them. They're planting new seeds. They might be just starting for the first time to do planting as far as vegetation, as far as it comes to crops. So depending where you live, maybe because of the weather, maybe they didn't have enough rain and they lost stock. So if you have someone in your family that's a farmer, maybe their crops didn't do well, and you're going to help them, or they're going to help you, vice versa, kind of regrow everything and start anew. So maybe just tilling the whole ground over, turning it over, and planting new stuff. There is going to be, in this book that this person is writing, or this research paper, whatever it is that someone is writing about the family, with the Tower card, there's going to be some things revealed in it that's going to shake up the family. Some family secrets, or some things about the family, about the genealogy, or who's part of the family and the origin of your family. Things that are really going to be surprising to the family. So that's going to be very interesting when that finishes out. And then crossing the dog energy with the letter, some of you might be, I feel like some of you could no longer take care of a pet that you have, and you might be contacting family members to assist you in finding the pet a new home, or this is paperwork for a dog that you are buying from, like a new kennel, like a breed dog. It could also be like medical information, some type of documentation regarding your dog you could be receiving in the mail, or you could be awaiting for. This could even be like their dog licensing, stuff like that. So it kind of runs the gamut, but there's definitely going to be some literature or documentation for the sale or the care of your pet. In the middle of the deck, we get the Child card. Some of you might be caretaking a childless energy, or you have a child on your mind, or some of you could be giving birth to a child. The Fox, watch your children. They can be a little sly. If you especially Sly as a fox, like I'm laughing because I'm picturing like an infant doing crazy stuff in their crib. Especially for newborn parents, it's always good to have like them little cameras and stuff, because they're small. They don't know what they're doing. They're just growing and learning. But they can get themselves into devious things, sly like a fox. And for those of you who have the toddlers, well, you know they can get into mischief. So just make sure you have your privacy gates and all those things, and security gates, and keep things that need to be locked up. And, just don't put any hazardous things in there where they can get into. Because remember, from birth until those, terrible 2s and 3s, they're just learning and they're curious, and they can get into a lot of mischief. But I love that for them. Now let's go on and close out with the tarot. What is the energies? Actually, no, before we go to the tarot real quick, let's go to the lighted pathway cards. Don't let down. Listen to your heart, Sagittarius, this week. Embrace all the wounds, and remember that once you've started, remember that you are a warrior. Fight for your own good. for you are worthy of it. Don't don't back down. This card, the writing is horrendous. If some of you have bought, and this deck, I think I bought this deck off of Amazon. The imprint on it is terrible. I don't know what language they're writing, but it's not English. Manifesting your dreams. Try to release this week all negative thoughts, as you should every week. Anything that's blocking your mind and limiting your beliefs, Sagittarius, to moving forward and going out there and seeking your dreams and making moves. Try doing some physical moves this week to get yourself back in gear, especially if you've been sick or downtrodden at home, or you've been just sitting at home, like maybe just at your desk doing a lot of work. Get out there, get to the gym, get some swimming in, go out in nature. Yoga is really good, of course. Meditation is always fabulous. So before you start visualizing your goals, make sure that you are physically well and that all your senses are intact, so that when you start trying to visualize and meditate, that all of you is together, all of you is in the right frame to have positive outcomes and positive visions of the things that you want to do. We've learned from the past, all the success and failures that have come your way were supposed to. They're valuable lessons, precious lessons. So just embrace them as that. They don't come to knock you down or to tear us up on purpose. They come to teach us lessons in each phase of our journey. So know that with each lesson in your life, it does make you stronger, Sagittarius. The final card, try not to hold grudges, especially this week. Winding out into a new month by the end of next week. Let's go into July with positive energy, especially if you had a lot of toxic and negative stuff going on this month. It's just not worth wasting your time, Sagittarius, holding on to the negative energy. I always tell people it takes so much hate and time to hate and energy to hate when it's so much easier to love and to embrace each other. So try to let go of the things that don't work for you. Try to learn from the lessons and make the best of the lessons. Try to balance out the good and the bad, and don't hold any grudges, because at the end of the day, you want to have love and empathy. You don't want to come from a place of hate or have hate within your heart. So I hope you can truly regard that. Now let's go to tarot. Closing out the energies. How we want to close out the energies for this week for Sagittarius. We'd love to hear how all of you are doing. This is the last week of school in the States for most people. So summer's gonna really start getting busy. A lot of you have a lot on your mind contemplating. It could be because you have plans you need to make. Some of you might be making some big money moves or physical moves, like moving physically during the summer, or making summer plans, getting kids ready for college before you know it, for the fall and stuff like that. So there could be major transformations and transitions going on in your life in the upcoming weeks. So you're giving it a lot of thought. With the Nine of Cups, a lot of you, you're in a good space, and I love that for you. Take advantage of being in a good space and pay it forward. Enjoy and reap the rewards of all the hard things that you've worked for. With the Lovers, for many of you, you are embracing and enjoying everything that you've worked hard with a good partner or a good loving companion in your life. So that makes it extra yummy. And then we get, again, contemplating, looking for where you're going to plant yourself, what you want to do next, seeing what's out beyond where you're at now, what is out there in the next part of your cycle, what's next coming along your path. So I do like that many of you are excited to move forward and to see where life is going to take you. Others of you are tired of finding you're going to walk away from battles and things that no longer serve you, which I love, because at the end of the day, that's the best thing to do. Final cards as we close. As many of you are going to be victorious. Again, you've done a lot of hard work for many of you, and you're going to serve the victory. You're going to see those closures that many of you want. Again, the world is your oyster. Looking out for the things that are in your world, the things that you can create more to have in your world. Maybe moving from the country to the city to the country, right? Having big ideas and dreams. During that, what happens when Saggy has good times? here they come with their apologies. So yeah, people are going to be noticing you, friends or family that did you wrong, see you on your high horse, or just see you living the good life, see you reaping the good things that you should as a Sagittarius, for the good things that you do and the good person that you are. They're going to be feeling some type of way. They're going to want to come and show forgiveness or ask for forgiveness. That's all on you, Saggy, if you want to apologize or take their apology. But there will be people knocking on your door as you excel in life and they see your happiness. They want in on that parade. That doesn't mean that you have to necessarily let them in. And then finally, some of you are going to be holding on close to your dreams, holding on close to your ideas, not quite ready or willing to be ready to share it with people.